So in this video, we're going to be talking about Hamza, and Hamza's wrong. So a lot of his advice is based around this constant conviction in what he's saying is right. And even in the video that he's made on his Unfiltered channel about make a YouTube video criticizing me, by doing that, what we're actually doing is feeding into his own reality and kind of inflating his ego to some extent. Of course, this is a guy with massive self-awareness too, so you have to give credit. You have to give credit. And in a way, he is lifting up his people, but at the same time, in his content, there's always this air of like an ego that's there behind the scenes, which he's also aware of. Something that he wants to improve himself. And of course, it's incredible that he's trying to use that for the good of other people, the good of other content creators. But the thing is maybe it makes it worse for him. He's in a position where he has the power to kind of give people the exposure that they want on YouTube. He has that power. And by making these videos, by giving into his narrative, what's actually happening is you're just reinforcing that thing in his mind. It's very interesting, you know, for someone that is so self-aware, they have this unconscious ego behind the scenes. Of course, it's very difficult to say that me or you would act in a different circumstance, right? That we would act differently, knowing that we have all this clout, knowing that we're making all this money. Even to some extent, you could say I'm benefiting off this too. And you're right, I would be. I just find it so interesting that now, in a world where we're filled with so much, on a side note, Hamza's content is stuff that I resonate with a lot. I just feel like at points, there's times when the things that I mentioned, so the ego behind the scenes, can kind of interfere with the thinking. It gives you a strong conviction when your reality is reinforced by things that happen in real life, right? So you're more able to get behind the beliefs that you have because you see them reinforced by things that happen in your daily life. So with Hamza, the things that are happening to him, for him, have been reinforced. So of course, it makes sense that there would be some level of ego attached. The struggle is with all self-improvement YouTubers and YouTube in general, is that by publicly televising this process of awakening, you can develop an ego about it because you are aware that you have done things that other people are not doing. Like Hamza says something like this all the time. Like, when I walk down the street, I know that guy, you know, faps. I know that he does that. And he kind of builds his edge over them. The thing is, in his videos, he's aware that it's his ego, but that's like a brush past point. Something that he doesn't really acknowledge as well. And I feel like in this critique of Hamza, it's worth noting that I watch his content, I engage with his content. Another thing is that the type of reinforcers he uses, he believes that negative reinforcement is a stronger motivator as opposed to positive reinforcement. And so in his videos, a lot of the time, he tries to use positive reinforcement. He's aware of this too, but it comes across as negative reinforcement a lot of the time when he speaks about Jeffrey and the things that Jeffrey does. Overall, there are problems with this content, but nothing is perfect, and you can still get a lot from engaging with this content, and you should. Alright, that's me, Soko, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.